All right, BlakGooseTV family, I had to go ahead and give y'all a reaction video before I ended this night. You know what I'm saying? It was only necessary, especially since your boy, you know what I'm saying? The news that came out today, Jermall Charlo versus Sulecki is confirmed. It's happening June 18th. That's the fight that we're going to be expecting next for Jermall Charlo. So it's only right to see, you know what I'm saying, where his skill set is, if he's looking ready, if he's looking scary, if he's looking dangerous. Y'all see the title of the video, you know what I'm saying, that we about to react to. Kind of calling out Canelo and Munguia. But let's really see this. You know what I'm saying? Jermall Charlo, he's trying to put himself in the Canelo sweepstakes. Hopefully we might see Jermall Charlo versus Munguia at the end of this year, possibly if both Munguia and Jermall Charlo get past their test. You know, that's what all our, all us boxing fans is praying for and hoping for. But we don't know if this is the case. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what are we here to do? We're here to see exactly if Charlo can back up that bullshit. Obviously, we're not going to really find out from this video, but let's go ahead and take a look if he's looking fresh and ready to go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring this back a little bit. Got a little shadow boxing action going on. Let's take a look. Turn off that music. Okay, jab looking good. Just getting warmed up. Nothing special. Getting the legs nice and loose. Letting the feet fly. Feeling free. It's like he just got done doing a little shadow box work. You know what I'm saying? Putting the gloves on. About to see him hit some mitts. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see if we see anything in this little bitty time of watching him, do some light training. There's a reason why. There's a reason why Canelo declined to fight. Is there a reason why Munguia doesn't want to fight Jermall? And I'm just bullshitting y'all. Y'all know I don't really think that, but you know the narrative in boxing. You know what's going to, draw headlines, what's going to draw clicks. You're going to say all that type of shit. You're going to ride with one person. But let's see. Let's look at that. Beautiful jab from Jermall as always. Jermall always had a great jab. Him and his brother have great jabs. Great, powerful jabs. The problem is they don't tend to mix in a lot of combination punches off their jabs. A lot of times it's just the jab, 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 and then that right hand right after. It's very rare you see them mix it up with like a left hook to a right hand, or a right hand to the left hook with an uppercut. It's always just kind of jab, 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 set, and let that, it's really a measuring stick for the most part. But powerful, very powerful jabs. He looks good, looks in shape. Look, there it is, that right hand. Loaded it up. We saw it coming, baby. That's what he's telling him. I'm pretty sure what his trainer's telling him is like, don't load it up. Just go ahead and let that thing off. And you see he's not working with I don't want to get it. Derek James works with Jermall, and then Ronnie Shields works with Jermall. And you guys know Jermall's Ronnie Shields. He's very good with working on power technique. That's why Jermall's so goddamn powerful. Look at that jab, man. It looks good, man. Looks good, but you need more than that to beat a guy like Canelo or to beat a guy like Jaime Munguia. You know what I'm saying? Munguia, excuse me. I'm so focused on this video, I butchered his name. I'm trying to do better than that. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't look bad. You know what I'm saying? He's working on, basically, what's got him to this point, the bread and butter, jab, 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 and then, set up that powerful right hand that he has. Obviously, this is just a short clip. They're going to be working on a variety of things, but for this particular training, footage for this particular short time, they're working on, setting up that right hand off of those multiple jabs. And there goes the hook behind it. You see, he felt he didn't like it, because we don't ever see that from Jermall. We never see jab, 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 jab. Then we're setting up. We're not setting up the right hand. The right hand is a decoy. The left hook is really what we want to land. So jab, jab, powerful jabs. Right hand comes off, and then that left hook. You see, he was asking for it. That's interesting right there. We're at the end, and I'm assuming I don't know, okay, because this is all assumption. You know what I'm saying? But let's just live in my fantasy world. I'm assuming he is working this type of training now because he understands when he goes against certain stylistic matchups, like his last fight, like a Korobov, that you can't beat everyone strictly off of a powerful jab and then setting it up so you can land the right hand. So you think, I have so much power. Once he feels that right hand flush, I'll be able to dictate the fight. But what happens when you come across someone where you land that right hand and they keep coming forward and they keep throwing a plethora of combination punching, as well as having great stamina. You negate everything that Charlo has, built his career off of. You see what I'm saying? So what was interesting in that last clip, you can't take much from this. All this shit is with a grain of salt. But you saw when he asked for that hook after that right hand, Charlo felt uncomfortable, and it looked like he was a little frustrated, because you can see Charlo is so used to jab, 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 powerful jabs, and you're setting up that. The reason why you're throwing that jab out there, it's not only a measuring stick, but it is to make sure you're pushing your opponent on his back heel and pushing his head back. So when they expect another jab, the right hand comes, and that's like the demolition, and boom, now you control the whole fight, because the motherfucker he's now not looking for the jab, he's looking for that right hand, and now you can do a million different ways to manipulate your opponent. But when you go against a fighter who stylistically, he comes forward, great chin, volume puncher, that will negate those things. So you can see this trainer is like, okay, sometimes you have to be able to throw that powerful jab, throw the right hand after, but really the jab in the right hand is a decoy to land a flush hook. But I feel like Charles is going to have trouble adapting to that, because he throws so much into the right hand. It doesn't allow his body to swing into the momentum for that hook. A lot of times that right hand comes off so powerful, he got to reset. And that's what you see here. Jab, 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 jab. Right, like you see the right hand came off so powerful, he overextended. Now when he's back in position right here to throw the left hook, you can't throw the left hook because he's out of position, right? He threw that right hand, boom, boom. Look at, and then he loaded up as well. So you load up, you can't load up if you have two decoys in your combination punching, which is the jab and the right hand. You're not supposed to load up. You're supposed to land it hard enough where the opponent respects it, but you're supposed to load up that left. But he's so used to setting everything up. Watch how you see before he threw that, he dropped the hand, loaded up, and then he's gonna throw that thing with all the power. There's like, and a lot of like analysts or whatever the fuck you want to call it, they'll be like, that's not right form, blah blah blah. A lot of people who say that they've never boxed themselves are actually, train, like for real train. I'm not talking about nigga going there because you want to lose weight. I'm like, for real train. So you understand there's nothing, I'm not critiquing the form or anything like that. This nigga's a pro boxer, has a million wins, undefeated. You can't critique a pro, and I hate when I see that too. Like you'll literally see like motherfuckers in the comments like, he throws looping hooks. Like, nigga, how many fights you got? Shut up. I hate that. Like, shut up. But that's not what I'm critiquing. We're critiquing. What I'm saying is he puts so much behind his right hand. Watch this. When he throws it, actually, let me throw back the playback speed real quick. Let's go to like 0.5. So when he throws it, boom, you see he threw it, but now look where his body and his positioning is, right? Now he's off balanced to throw a left hook, because if that left hook comes from here after throwing that, he'll be standing straight up, right? Which means he'll be vulnerable to the body and he'll be vulnerable to the temple, right? What you're supposed to do if you're setting up if you want to use the jab in the right hand as a decoy, you don't want to close your range. You don't want to take away your distance. So if his distance throwing if his distance throwing the jab is he's here and the opponent is here, that's where you want to stay, right? You see, after he threw that jab, you see when he got ready to throw the right, he took a step forward and he cut off his distance. What is he doing? One, in his head, he's doing it and he's taking an extra step because he wants to make sure he's colliding with his opponent. There's nothing wrong with that technique. But if you're setting up the hook, there's something wrong because you're throwing off now your range. Now you guys can see me point, but now the range is gone. Now the range, you took a step forward, you took your range away, and then now your balance is off. Because when he throws that right hand, now look how close he is to his opponent for that left hand to come off. And now look where his opponent is. Let's say if he does throw the right and the opponent takes a little step over here. This is where the opponent's face is, not here, not the mitt. Mitt work is all muscle memory. The opponent's face is here. So he wouldn't be able to reach it. He would actually be susceptible for a counter punch, which you see now. You see, that's why he didn't feel comfortable throwing the hook, because he was so dedicated to that right hand. He needs to let that right hand pull back to now where he needs to throw the left hook, the hook, where it's just a little bit too. You see, he wanted it, and he was like, and he put his feet together. But sorry, y'all, I didn't mean for this particular reaction video to go that long. It's very interesting. It seems like Jermall Charlo was working on some new things, working with a new trainer. He still obviously has his main man in the corner, but it looks like he's trying to focus a little bit more on combination punches, but I think will help him a lot when we're talking about different styles while going. Because if you're talking about wanting to fight an Andrade or Benavidez or a Canelo, like all these guys' styles are tailor-made to basically deneutralize, or not deneutralize, to neutralize everything he does well. And everything Jermall does well is very, very it's fundamentally sound, but it's very rudimentary. It's very, everything's based off of that strong jab and hopefully setting up that right hand. When you go against guys like Benavidez, Andrade, or even any stylistic matchups that are similar to like a Canelo and a Benavidez, even similar to a Derevyanchenko, it's going to be very hard to get that off, because a lot of it has to do with making sure that your opponent is in range, you're controlling the pace, you're controlling the positioning, and you're pushing your opponent back. And so that a lot of times that means the opponent has to be wary and scared of your power. If you don't have someone like that, his style it can be negated. So I'm gonna leave it at that. This was longer than I wanted to be. I'm sorry about that. If you guys made it all the way through, I appreciate y'all. As always, drop in the comment section what you guys think about this particular reaction video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not part of the family. And I'm out of here, goddammit. I'm finishing early today. Hell yeah. Y'all don't know, man. I be having some long nights, long days, long weekends, all that type of stuff, man. I'm constantly busy, but I'm never gonna stop doing this shit, man. I enjoy it. I appreciate the growth. Please keep showing love. Please keep showing love. I ain't gonna be doing nothing but keep giving y'all content, because you already know the game. Positivity, stay fluent, stay